What's wrong with you, Fergus?
I'm really stressed.
Yeah? Stressed?
Yeah. I just feel really stressed. I don't know, it's just stress everywhere in my mind and in my body. Just stressed.
Stress? Like what? Tell me more. What type of stress?
Miles, I'm just stressed, okay?
Okay. Alright. Hello and welcome to Co-Connection. We're here to talk about stress, the word, and how we have often used it too negatively in our conversations, and secondly, how it stops further curiosity to what the real cause of your issue is.
Stress is a catch-all term that can be used as an escape to the real cause of your issue. It can end conversations immediately and stop all curiosity associated with them.
And to elaborate on you, sir, I like to think of stress as a stressor. And that's categorized into three areas. One is physical, two is environmental, and three is emotional.
Physical stress can be seen in two different areas. The first area can be seen is one-dimensional movement patterns. So, for example, it can be seen like back in my previous job where you'd be sitting in the office chair, clicking and typing away with your neck forward like this, and you're stuck in that movement pattern. And you can't move your body to try and process information. So your body becomes massively stressed because you're stuck in that movement pattern.
Second issue is physical trauma. If I banged my elbow off Fergus, okay, and you know Fergus is a hard man.
Animal!
I could have a hairline fracture in my elbow from hitting such hardness. And from that point, my nervous system can create many compensations to allow me to continue to move my body and survive. So 7 years later, I'm like still compensating because my body still thinks it's injured, even though there's no structural problem. So this can cause stress throughout the day. Every time I'm doing pressing issues, every time I'm basically using my left arm, it can cause more and more stress in my body until I do something about it, until I show the brain that it's okay to go there again.
The next part is environmental causes.
The first one is diet. Diet can cause all sorts of problems in the body, as you know. It can cause inflammation, it can cause muscular problems, cognitive issues, it can cause movement problems, and also your emotions are basically massively under attack when it comes to eating the wrong food. You're not able to keep that same level of ease when you're eating the wrong food. Now think of that exact same thing for olfactory. You smell something that's very artificial. You're surrounded by chemicals that are artificial, like the perfume or cleaning products that we use all the time, and things like this. So artificial chemicals, basically, they can cause as many issues as wrong food can, even more so though, because the brain has no real compensation for them. It's like a drug, a really dangerous drug. And I would say that it's probably the least talked about issue of all of these, and it causes so many problems.
The next one is noise. Like, how many noises are we exposed to on a daily basis that we're not actually built for?
Yes, it's the overload of noises that's the problem. We're built for a certain set of noises, and even in a city, we're actually able to adapt to all the new sounds that we're really not built for. But too many of them over a long period of time cause such stress, so we have to do things in order to counteract that, and many of us don't actually do that. So like meditation, quiet rooms, going and walking in nature, things like that, we don't actually do that.
Also, living in nature versus living in a concrete jungle, which we're all conditioned for, is massively damaging because we don't get to express fully in nature. We're not free, we're stuck. We feel like we're fixed, and we're always in a rush to go different places. We're always in that rush mentality to go to work, a rush mentality to get home, a rush mentality to watch Barney on the telly.
Yes!
There's no need for it at all. If you're in nature, you don't have a rush to do everything. Everything slows down, and time slows down and everything, without the need for substance, which is great.
The last issue is the people you surround yourself with. This, again, is not a topic that's most talked about, but The energies you surround yourself with, people who are not like on the same path you're on, people that are constantly disagreeing with you, people that are just like causing that so much like irritation, they're
Tension,
chiseling away at you every day, and you're just drained by it. Them people, those kind of energies are going to cause you a lot of stress. Emotions can cause any single dysfunction in the body, in my opinion. Emotions can shoot your energy from the highest point to the lowest point. If you're in the middle of the wild and you're walking with your child and your arm gets bitten off, you're in serious pain. You're like, oh, I can't move. And if you see your child about to get eaten, you will do whatever it takes. You'll be like, your emotions will just block off that pain and just go, yes, I'm going to save my child. Because your emotions can override that nociception. Your emotions can override that pain. And that's why I feel emotions are unbelievable in what they can do. They can cause amazing effects in your body. And I feel like it's the least talked about issue in health, and probably the most important.
You could be walking down the street, happy as Larry, and then somebody can come up to you on the street and just go, hey, I hate the look of you. And that can affect you all the way throughout your day.
You can have your diet just perfect and your movement patterns excellent, and you could be walking in nature and you could have everything around you externally just perfect. But there's one thing that will override all of that, and that is your emotional health. It will take over any type of movement pattern you have, any type of diet you have, any type of external health practice that you have. I don't even care what it is. Emotions are much more powerful than that. And if you're not looking after your health of your emotions, then you are just going to constantly climb up a hill that is straight.
You can never get up them hills anyway. So what type of emotions are you talking about here, Miles?
The main emotions that I'm going to talk about are fear, anxiety, sadness, anger, and shame.
Yes, I understand there's emotion, but where are they in my body? Where do they reside?
Well, for your answer, sir, I'm going to talk about how fear shows up in the kidneys and the nervous system. Anxiety shows up in the stomach and the nervous system. Anger shows up in the liver. Shame shows up in the colon, large intestine. Sadness shows up in my lungs. And they'll become sympathetic. They'll start to cause all sorts of issues to compensate for my emotion. They will start to hide my biggest problems because I want to survive, not thrive.
At the lowest level, we need stress to get up in the morning, to go about our daily lives. We need it, or else we wouldn't have any meaning to do any of it. You could argue that stress makes us human and shapes who we actually are.
As you can see, folks, stress is a neutral word until you put a label on it. Life is multicolored and it's never going to be black and white.
So enjoy all your stress, wherever it is, folks.